Hello and welcome to the Simplifiers podcast. I am so glad that you're here. You've caught on to what thousands around the world are realizing. When you simplify your work and life, you thrive. And on Fridays, we release a short bonus episode highlighting a super thought of the day. These mini episodes will help you spark new ideas, new ways of thinking, or simply challenge maybe some old beliefs that you might have. Just giving you a little something to marinate on all day long. And today, I want to talk about something that I've been really exploring these last few months myself. And let me just be honest, it's a little bit scary to talk about this. Can we talk about our bodies? So if we've not met in person yet, here's the best way I can describe myself. I'm 5'10". I'm strong, healthy, and well, a little bit squishy around the midsection. Tummy rolls, extra skin from birthing two awesome kids, stretch marks. Yep, I've got all of that. And at the time of this recording, I weigh right around 195 pounds. That's 88 kilograms or 13.9 stones if you live in the UK. My body mass index, aka my BMI, is hovering around 28, and the scales say I'm still overweight, teetering towards obese. I eat fairly healthy, fruits, veggies, proteins, legumes, and nuts, and all of that stuff. I don't really drink at all, and I work out 3 to 4 times a week consistently. I'm learning to slow down and take the time to prep my lunches beforehand, not eat in front of a computer screen, and really slow down to chew and taste my food. The reason I share all of this is because my body and I have not been friends for a very long time. I think my earliest memory of being aware of my weight was right around 6 years old, when I was in a ballet recital and everyone else's tutu on the costume rack was tiny and mine was much, much bigger. Or at least so I thought. I have always known that I was different. Only recently have I realized that there's a term for this disorder, and it's called body dysmorphia. By definition, it's basically a mental health condition where you think a part of your body is much, much bigger or flawed when compared to others. You see, the thing is, I've not overcome this yet. I'm kind of a bit of work in progress. Because when I hear that this is a mental health condition, my brain instantly thinks, yeah, this isn't a mental thing. This is a fact. Facts are facts, America. Look at my tummy rolls in the mirror. Bleh. Body shame is not something you overcome overnight. This healing work takes time. But it also requires me to slow down and make the time to listen to my body and connect with it once again and ask the all-important questions. Is this still serving me? And if not, is there a better way? Realizing that this is a limiting belief that I've been carrying around with me for like the last 34 years, I know that this is holding me back from living my best life like right now. You know, I heard a guided visualization recently by soul care coach Lacey Young, and she walks you through the process of shedding these old limiting beliefs, like one by one, pretending as if you've like taken off a really big, heavy winter jacket, and then an itchy wool turtleneck, and another layer, as you imagine yourself walking down the beach. Slowly and surely, take off the things that no longer serve you. Let it go. I think a lot of the beliefs that we have about ourselves and our identity and what we believe is absolute truth are simply stories that we've picked up along the way to help us, to shield us, to protect us, to help us get from point A to point B, to get us to where we want to go. And I think it's important to honor that old truth, you just simply acknowledge it. See it eye to eye and say thank you for trying to protect me. But now it's time for me to let you go. Turn the page and flip to the next chapter. Move up and onwards. So for the last 6 weeks, I have dramatically changed my lifestyle to slow down, really focus on nourishing my mind, my body, my spirit, my everything, and just simply listen. Ask yourself, what would nourish me right here, right now? Asking that question has helped me tremendously. Most times I'm finding that my intuition says, hey, I need to get outside in the sunshine. I need more water. Can we sleep in this weekend? What would life look like if I could spend more time making art or sitting on a park bench or journaling? It diffuses the power that binge eating has over your psyche. And I'm realizing that food isn't evil. Food is just food. I'm finding that when I take the fear away and I obsess less over the cookies and the cake that surrounds me, I actually crave them less because they aren't forbidden any longer to me. Moderation is what all of the licensed dietitians are preaching nowadays. And you guys, I'm finally listening to this. So while I haven't figured it all out yet, I want to share a few more ideas of what's helping me these days if you're struggling with this issue like me. 1. I stumbled upon this hashtag SelfLoveSpo on Instagram recently, and that's helped lead me to a few people that are really helping me put words to what I'm feeling these days. Kind of like helping me rewrite the script in my head and how I feel about my body. So go check them out. Their handles are Diet Culture Sucks, Harry Rose, and Anti-Diet Riot Club. You can find all these links in the show notes below. Also, if you have a trusted photographer like I do and Karina Liburn, why not book a personal branding photo shoot and get out there and start taking some photos of yourself? I know, this is super scary, but it might also be the nudge that helps you get out of your comfort zone, and it might actually be fun. Last but not least, therapy. There's this thing called CBT, or cognitive behavioral therapy. And if you can find a therapist in your area that specializes in this type of talk therapy, he or she could really help you gain clarity on what triggers you, what's underneath your negative thoughts, and how to shift your mindset and habits. My therapist, Natalie, is an absolute godsend. And just one final whisper, just from me to you, dear friend, coming closer. I know this stuff is scary. I nearly hit delete on this episode like 1,000,000 times myself. It's scary to say it out loud, to acknowledge this fear has a name, and that it's been holding you back for so long. If anything I talked about earlier triggered you or twinged some deep trauma sitting inside you right now, I want you to know you are not alone. There are so many of us out there. Don't be afraid to reach out to me, to your best friend, to a professional, and find the help that you really need. And it doesn't just happen to women. This is a human issue, regardless of gender. There is a better way to live life. There's a different choice if you're ready and willing to take a tiny step towards healing. And it doesn't have to be some big, massive, sweeping change all at once. Just baby steps. That's all you need right now. You can do this. I believe in you. It's time to simplify. If this thought of the day inspired you, snap a photo of you doing the thing and send it to me via Instagram, privately or publicly, in whatever way you see fit. Just tag the Simplifiers and I'll be your virtual accountability buddy in your quest to simplify your life, especially if somebody you know in your life really needs to hear this episode today. You'll see in my Insta stories whenever I head to the gym where I say, I do it ... because. And this is my little way of reminding myself why I work out and why I move my body. I do it because of self-care and self-love, and to document the journey all along the way as I heal. So just a quick heads up to my Texas listeners. I'll be in Austin on Tuesday, August 21st, speaking live at the Bob Bullock Texas State History Museum, all about how to simplify how you use social media, both personally and professionally. Sponsored by ILEA Austin, this evening event will cover simple, practical tips that I learned when I did my own digital detox away from social media, and how to really, truly use social as a vehicle towards in real life connections, collaborations, and ultimately help you grow your business. Less wasting time, less anxiety and stress. Friends, there is a better way of doing social, and I want to show you how. So get your early bird tickets at thesimplifiers.com/Austin. That's thesimplifiers.com/Austin before August 15th, and I hope to meet you there. And thanks again, you guys, for tuning in, holding space for me, and just being all around awesome while I share this super scary, vulnerable stuff with you. I appreciate each and every one of you who's reached out and shared your own personal stories and words of encouragement. If this episode really spoke to you, please hit that subscribe button to get more of this good stuff coming to you automatically on Tuesdays and Fridays. And as always, friends, keep things simple.